Hey tennis friends, it's day 4 of my coverage of the 2013 BNP Paribas Open. You know, the forecast for today was rain, but as you can see behind me, all we have is blue sky and clouds. It looks like the rain's been breaking up before it reaches the valley out here, so it's just terrific weather. Now there is a cool breeze, which means as it gets further on into the afternoon, that gets a little bit colder, and at nighttime, it gets really cold. So be sure to bring the appropriate clothing, especially if you're here for night session. Last night's night session went past midnight, and it was cold. So be sure to dress appropriately when you come out here, because sometimes it goes late and it gets cold. Did I say cold enough? Now you've been forewarned. Let's go check out and see what's happening on the grounds. Yesterday I showed you how easy it is to get right up front here out on the practice courts. Even though there's a lot of great matches right now going on the stadium courts, there's quite a crowd gathered out here to watch the workout between David Nalbandian and Richard Gasquet.
These two tour veterans could potentially be heading for a third-round match. Receiving in the far court is the unseeded David Nalbandian from Argentina. Serving from the near court is Richard Gasquet, the number 10 seed from France. With the wide-angle lens, it looks like I'm much farther away. Truth is, I'm sitting right on the corner step with my feet actually on the court as David Nalbandian serves.
Arriving for their match on Stadium 2 is Svetlana Kuznetsova and Jelena Jankovic. Earlier I spoke with Jelena about her career in tennis. I'm here right now with Jelena Jankovic. Jelena, thank you for being on my show today.
Thank you.
You know, you've had quite a long career so far. You know, you're a veteran in the industry here. But, you know, back in 2008, you became number 1. It seemed rather quickly to everyone else, but it wasn't quick at all, was it? You put in a lot of work in order to get that far.
Yeah, of course. It's that was a dream come true for me. I became number 1 when I was 23 years old, and since I was a child, you know, I was striving to achieve, you know, some of those goals that I made for myself, and it's been a long way. It's, you know, of course, you know, a long journey, but I was able to do it.
This past year, you've had mixed results. You've had some really good. You've made a couple semifinals, final, and but then you've also had a lot of a handful of early round exits. What is going on with your game? Why is it inconsistent? Are you working on something?
Yeah, I'm trying to make some changes and overall improve my game, and it's going to take you know, some time just to feel comfortable and get my confidence back and do those things in the matches the right way. And I think that's the way to go. You know, I'm motivated and I want to, you know, come back. I'm really not thinking about rankings. I've been in the top 4 so long. I spent a lot of years inside the top 10, the top 5. But right now I just want to enjoy my tennis and you know, have fun out there.
You've been in the top 10 for a long time and then dropped out a little bit there. Do you think that because of the style of tennis that you play, do you think that maybe the level of tennis has been raised and you need to get back up into it?
It's also has been a change of generation, so a lot of girls that I used to play with, they're gone and they've retired, and so there's a lot of new faces on tour that, you know, that you know, that just came, so obviously they know my game very well, and, you know, some of the other girls that have been on the tour for so long, and you know, I just gotta get used to different styles, new faces, new personalities, and that's the way it is. You know, over the years you're gonna have, you know, there's gonna be a change of players, and you just gotta, you know, compete with whoever it is, you know, over the, you know, that time.
Well, I know you're on the road a lot and you're away from Serbia a lot. Do you ever get back there and check out some of the junior programs, some of the programs that are similar to the ones you came up in? And do you see any prospects coming out of Serbia?
To be honest, I really didn't have time, you know, to do that, because I've been playing a lot myself and traveling around, and I would love to, you know, see what's going on and try to help, you know, when it comes to junior tennis, and share my experience and see, you know, how we can improve and just help those kids, you know, make it and grow and develop in tennis. And I think, you know, nowadays they can have a lot of idols like Novak Djokovic and Anna and me, who we have been #1 in the world, and that's you know, a huge thing, you know, especially coming from a small country like Serbia that had no tradition in tennis before. So I think, you know, with our success, a lot of kids can be inspired and try to make it themselves, you know, of course with a lot of help.
You were like the first big Serbian tennis player, and then Novak came on the scene. And do you feel he kind of stole your thunder, or were you happy to see that much more tennis?
No, you know, it's of course everything comes, you know, everybody has their own time and their you know, time, you know, that they shine, and I'm very happy for Novak that you know, he has had tremendous success the last, I don't know how many years, and especially, you know, the last year when he became #1 and achieved his, you know, long time dream. And it's amazing for all of us. And I think we all, in general, support each other and inspire each other to you know, be better and better.
Well, you said that everyone has their time, and of course you were #1 back in 2008. Your level dropped a lot, but you know, that happens on the tour. Do you think your time has passed, or do you think you can get a second wave out there and get back in and go to #1?
I didn't have you know, good results you know, in the last couple of months because I said that I was doing a lot of changes, and but I still believe that I can come back in the top, and that's something I want to do, and I'm going to work hard for, so we'll see.
Well, it's been quite the chilly day, but we managed to avoid the rain. There's nothing but warmer weather forecast for the rest of the tournament. And as the sun goes down behind me, I'm going to take this opportunity to remind you that if you come out here for the evening session, it's still going to be cold. And that's the word of the day. The word of the day is cold. So when you're coming out here for the nighttime sessions, be sure to bundle up, even if it's hot during the day. And I'll see you next time with a lot more tennis outside the lines.